All right, hello GK Union. How's it going? The World Cup is tomorrow. First game is Russia versus Saudi Arabia. So it's finally time for me to create my prediction bracket. Um, this video will be more free flow talk rather than me editing and cropping out bits and pieces. So we'll see how it goes. Last World Cup, I did correctly predict that Germany would win, but I also had them beating Spain in the final game, and we all know how terribly Spain did last year. So I won't be doing too in-depth of an analysis of each team. I'll just quickly give my prediction, and if there's any sort of outside reasoning, then might say a little bit about that, but otherwise it'll just be a quick prediction bracket. So starting with Group A, we have Egypt, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Russia. I think the favorites to win this one are Uruguay, and I'm also gonna pick them as my top team in Group A. Second place is probably going to be a toss-up between Egypt and Russia, and both of them have not been playing too well recently, but I think if Mohamed Salah comes back and plays all three games, which I think he will, then I think I'll give them the second spot. Which leaves Russia for third and Saudi Arabia with fourth. Group B, Spain, Morocco, Portugal, and Iran. Spain just yesterday fired their coach or their manager because he just accepted a offer to be the manager at Real Madrid after Zidane had left. And I don't know how this will affect how they perform at the World Cup, but oftentimes when there's a managerial change or some sort of fallout, usually they don't play as well. But considering the group, I'll probably put Portugal as first, and I'll still have Spain second because I don't think Morocco and Iran are really contenders at all. Last World Cup, Spain did have Netherlands and Chile, which are two solid teams. But this time around, even though there is that managerial change, and I think it will affect them, I don't think it'll affect them enough to lose to Morocco or Iran. Third place, I'll give it to Iran, and then last to Morocco. Group C, Australia, France, Denmark, and Peru. I think France are the overall favorites to win that group. They have a lot of really young talent, and they definitely have the players to get first place. Second, I'll give to Denmark because they have some really solid players like Christian Eriksen. Much stronger squad than they had in the previous World Cups. And then third place, I will give to Peru. And then Australia last. Group D, Iceland, Argentina, Croatia, and Nigeria. I think Argentina's going to get first. I think nobody expects any different. I think second will be either between Croatia and Nigeria. I was looking at some betting odds earlier, and apparently Croatia is within the top 10 highest odds to win the World Cup, which I found a bit surprising. But I guess since teams like Italy and Netherlands aren't even in the World Cup, then not once you get past like maybe the top 6, then not really the greatest teams. So I think second, I will go with Nigeria, with Croatia third, and Iceland fourth. Group E, Serbia, Brazil, Switzerland, and Costa Rica. Brazil always does well, even though they got absolutely smacked around last World Cup by Germany, which was a pleasure to watch. I think they'll easily get first. Second place, honestly, all three of them probably could get second place. Costa Rica obviously played well above expectations last World Cup, but I don't think they'll do it this time. Serbia, Switzerland. Switzerland's usually pretty solid. Serbia, honestly, I don't know too much about them. I know they have a couple good players. Overall, I'll probably go with Switzerland. And then I'll go with Costa Rica third and Serbia last. Group F, South Korea, Germany, Sweden, and Mexico. I'm probably going to be a little bit biased here because I am residing in South Korea, even though currently I'm back in the United States. Germany, obviously, first, no doubt. They won the World Cup last time, and their squad is just amazing. Yeah, they didn't even take the likes of Sané, and really their only problem I see is up front because they really don't have a true striker besides Mario Gomez, but I don't think he's gonna actually start. Second place, to be honest, I've been looking at recent results and none of the three teams have been playing that well. Obviously, I watch South Korea a lot closer than Sweden and Mexico. Usually Mexico always goes through to the final stages. Personally, I do hope Korea gets second, but I think it'll go to Mexico. Third, I'll give to Korea. And then Sweden last. Group G, Belgium, England, Panama, and Tunisia. I think Belgium has the strongest squad here. And then I'll go with England. Panama and Tunisia, to be honest, I don't really care too much about either team, but I think Tunisia will get third. Panama last. Group H, Senegal, Poland, Colombia, Japan. This group is probably definitely the weakest group. Honestly, I feel like all of them are relatively equal to each other, and it could really go any way. Personally, I think I'm going to have Poland up top, and I think there will be at least one Asian nation that goes to the top 16, so I'm going to go with Japan second. Go with Colombia third and Senegal last. Alright, and then let's click continue. So this will be the round of 16 if the games play as I predict. Uruguay, Spain. I'll go with Uruguay. France, Nigeria. I'll go with France. Brazil, Mexico. I'll go with Brazil. Belgium and Japan. I'll go with Belgium. Portugal, Egypt. I'll go with Portugal. Argentina and Denmark. I'll go Argentina. Germany, Switzerland. Obviously Germany. Poland and England. I'm gonna go with, I think England's the safer pick. So that leaves Uruguay, France, Brazil, Belgium, Portugal, Argentina, Germany, and England in the quarterfinals. Honestly, I don't think that's any sort of surprised at all. Maybe besides the omission of Spain. All 8 of these teams are really good and very likely to get into the quarterfinals. So Uruguay, France, I'm going to go with France. Brazil and Belgium. To be honest, I do hope Belgium wins, just because I have them in a sort of a betting game that I have with a couple of my friends on them in Portugal, but I think Brazil's going to win that one. Portugal, Argentina. Overall, I'd probably say Argentina is a little bit better, but I'm going to go with Portugal. Germany, England, definitely Germany. All right, so semifinals, France face Brazil, and Portugal face Germany. I'm going to go with a... Ooh, this is tough. At this point, any of these teams could win. I'm gonna go with I'll go with France. Portugal, Germany. Germany absolutely smacked Portugal around last World Cup. So yeah, I'll probably go with Germany again. And then finals, France versus Germany. To be honest, I think France's team is a little bit too young. I don't think they're gonna. Youth doesn't really have too much of effect in my opinion, but I think maybe in 4 years' time, France's team is just going to be amazing. Right at the moment, I'd probably go with Germany. So I'm going to say Germany wins the World Cup for a second time in a row. So those are my predictions. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You probably have a lot of disagreements. Personally, I'm going to be rooting for South Korea because China and the U.S. are not in the World Cup, so they're the next team that I have the closest bond to. I'll also be watching Germany a lot, but essentially I'll be pretty much watching every single game, even the garbage ones like Russia and Saudi Arabia. I'll probably just be watching as much as I can. So let me know what you think, and that will be all from me.